react to a video Jadion put out, but I'm gonna look for the original YouTuber. I mean, he just posted a video, so I'm gonna react to that YouTuber as a fourth video. Low-key tired, but we gotta do. I gotta do what I gotta do. Trying to get subscribers, trying to get y'all to like my content. So yeah. Here goes a video about Cloud9, 1Cloud9. Alex exposing Cloud9. I watched Cloud9, its full video, full explanation, bro. I love Cloud9. It's funny as hell. Love this dude's personality. So I decided I didn't want to react to it at first because I'm like, I already watched Cloud9. He already addressed all the issues. But I guess I'm gonna put my 2 cents together and react to this dude named Alex. I'm not watching his full video, not no full 22-minute video. I'm not watching the full video. I don't want you guys to be bored. I mean, if you guys want me to watch the full video, just let me know in the comments. I'll do it. I'll watch the first 10-12 minutes of it. And then after that, we're over with it. So let's get into this video. You heard?
So recently, I've been seeing a lot of news online about a bunch of different content creators and streamers just not being terrible people. One of the most notable ones that just came out is that guy named Jordan Cisco, who got mad because he spilled water on his PC, so he punched up his wife.
Take it off. Take the lid off. Chill. You need to have no drinks in here. Ow.
And while a lot of people are surprised at stuff like this, but I would like to share a personal story as a cautionary tale to let you know that, you can't trust the creator just because they have a nice smile, just because they come across on camera is good. That doesn't necessarily make them good. And I'd like to share a story of my own personal experience with this as a cautionary tale and to spread awareness. Because the last thing I want is for somebody to get scammed or taken advantage the same way that I did. With that, let's get on with this story. The creator I'm talking
taking advantage, quote unquote, taking advantage. He was not, bro. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna summarize this whole situation just so y'all don't even gotta watch my video or Cloud9 this video and what I watch of Cloud9. All of this is because, let's just say simply, his quote unquote advantage of is him waiting an extra day to get paid on Sunday. And he even threatened to sue Cloud9. He threatened to sue Cloud9. Cloud9 was like, dude, I'm literally paying you the next day. Yeah. So, and then he tried to get him to agree to some fuck ass contract. I ain't go to jail. I wouldn't even make nobody agree to that. Not even when it comes to some of the things that I'm doing on the side. Like I said, that contract is fucked. I wouldn't even allow anybody to agree with that. I would snatch that away from my nah, you can't agree to that. That's a stupid contract that dude is offering. Let's get back into it, y'all.
about, because listen, I just straight up say names too. I don't give a fuck. The creator I am talking about that I have this experience with, by the way, his name is 1Cloud9. He is a creator with, I think, like 650,000 subscribers on one of his channels. Almost 200,000, I think, on another channel. He's a very talented creator who's done a lot of amazing work, right? And from the dates of November 2024 all the way till, funny enough, around this time, around March 2025, was the main editor for his 1Cloud9 channel, where he talks about commentary, story times, and all that good jazz. Right? He liked my work. We instantly got to work. And one thing about me that a lot of people don't know is that I'm an extremely fast editor. So in this era that I'm talking about, from November 2024 all the way to March 2025, around, I want to say 65 to 75% of the videos that was uploaded to that channel were edited by me. Like, to put it in perspective of how quick I was, in the month of December 2024, whenever 1Cloud9 was one of the only commentary channels that was uploading every single day, quality 8 to 15 minute videos every single day, I edited around like 70 to 80% of those videos, essentially giving him a video every single day. And he got a lot of views, he grew from it. It was a nice period. And most people look at Cloud and they go, he's a pretty chill dude. He is a nice chill dude. But to add some further context, I have to establish the type of person Cloud is so you can understand how we even got to the point where I almost got taken advantage of and scammed. Well, I did get taken advantage of and Yeah, but I turned it around. Me and Cloud, even though we edited a lot together and we made some amazing projects together, we were friends as well behind the scenes. A lot of editors and creators, they don't really have a close relationship with each other because it's like a job, just like a lot of rappers, they're not very tight knit with the people that make the beats and stuff like that. It's kind of like a very transactional relationship where you just get what you need and then y'all don't talk to each other. But since me and Cloud are the same age, we're both Black successful creators, we were cool because it's not really easy in everyday life to find people that relate to what we do. So me and Cloud were really good friends. We used to talk all the time. One thing he would hit me up a lot for was like creative consultations. Like he would hit me up a lot and I'll put some screenshots on the screen or whatever, and he would basically ask me like, how does this title sound? How does this TikTok sound? How does this thumbnail look like? What should we critique to edit it? These are normally things that you would pay somebody for, kind of like a creative director / like consultant or something like that. This is something that normally you would pay somebody for, but I would just do it out of the kindness of my heart. One, because I'm a naturally helping guy, and two, we were friends, and I don't really charge my friends.
We were friends, but yet you still try to sue him and blackmail your own friend. And on top of that, and I advise you guys this: check out Cloud9 this video. All this evidence I'm pulling is all from Cloud9 this video. Check out Cloud9 this video. He just posted it. He released it. It's other creators, Berto and Xavier. A couple of them reacted to them. Check out their videos too. I didn't watch theirs, but I went straight to Cloud9 because I didn't know what type of allegation Cloud9 was talking about. I'm like, allegations? Like, I seen it when I was, and I'm react to UDY as well. I already watched the video, but I'm react to it for y'all. So yeah.
For like stuff like that, like you're my friend and I don't mind helping, right? But he would do this a lot because I'm very well versed on psychology, people, and just the overall YouTube algorithm. You know what I mean? So one conversation from me helping him out with like a video title, thumbnail, whatever, would turn into us just talking about life. And like I said, we became very close and we were really, really good friends, like brothers, almost like this. But the more I started to hang around Cloud, the more his true character started to reveal itself. Like Cloud is one of those people, he's really big on like external validation. You know what I mean? So what he would do is whenever, like I said, behind the scenes, when it's just me and him talking, chopping it up, we chilling together, we on the phone, whatever, like we tight like this, we like brothers, it's cool. But it's like whenever we got in front of certain people, it's like every man for themselves because all he cares about is his image and being like externally validated. And I started to notice him, becoming more of this the more comfortable he got around me, because it's like the best way I can put it, I'm not saying that I'm the, most like person that everybody wants to hate on, but I'm a handsome guy. I'm very talented. And like I said, he asked me for a lot of advice because I was so well versed despite me being the smaller creator. So it's almost like because Cloud sometimes saw that, I was the better editor. I had a better personality. I just so happened to start later than him and just haven't got blessed by the algorithm the same way he has been yet. It was kind of like he envied me a little bit. And Cloud's whole
Let's get into bless, fellas. Let's get into fellas. Ladies and fellas, let's get into bless. I haven't got, look at that. You have 2.27 thousand subscribers, 58,000 views in 7 days. Because you put 1Cloud9, you put Cloud's name in there. You put Cloud's name in there. You didn't even have to make a video about hitting, about you and Cloud is falling out. It could have been anything. Could have been how such a great friend of Cloud. You could have been glazing the hell out of him. I get you right now. You still would have probably got 58,000 views. But I know there's more views to come because people are gonna watch this and they're gonna hate. And I'm not gonna lie. After this, we're going into the comments. As soon as we hit the 10-minute mark, we're going to the comments and see what people are thinking, what people are saying. And from Cloud's perspective, he did say Alex is deleting some of these comments. So if you do make a comment, he is deleting them. He's deleting your comments. So yeah, let's get back into it.
Perspective and like his confidence is built upon being a young successful black man as he is, that is more successful than a lot of people. You know what I mean? So like anytime somebody perceived to have more than him, even if it's not in success or money, he kind of like finds a way to subtly devalue you. He's that type of person. We all know dudes like that, And originally I was like, it may not be that deep because like, that's just how people be. We all got homies who like got big egos. It is what it is. But I just noticed the more as time went on, he would do weird things. Like for instance, here's where like I first should have realized that, like, you know, I should have had a contract. Because mind you, we did all of this work despite making so much money and gaining so much views off of it and all of these videos doing so well. I was doing all this under the table, you know. He didn't give me a contract to sign or nothing like that. So to be paid, there wasn't a system for me to be paid. So like I would go to ask him to be paid, and the type of thing Cloud would do. And by the way, this isn't just my own personal experience. I've talked with other people and they've said that the same thing has happened to them as well before. Like you'll ask him to be paid and then he'll just ignore you for like 12 hours or like a day.
Cloud did discuss this. He did discuss this. He did mention this in his video, and he said the only reason why he didn't really ignore him. You know, Cloud is a busy guy, and that's what he was basically. That was his justification. He was saying, but he said he does take full accountability, and he does have an issue with paying people late. But he says at the end of the day, he's still gonna pay you. It just took him a long minute.
Mind you, people that work for Cloud, since he's a business, people like have to pay their bills and like rent and all these other things because this is their job. And Cloud will purposely like drag his feet to not pay people because it's like an ego thing. Like just because he knows he can and he feels good knowing that people asking him for money. You know what I mean? And he'll either ignore you or be like, I got you. Weird person is because Cloud would drag his feet sometimes to pay me and other editors, but he would brag to me on the phone and go, you know, I'm gonna be honest. He's like, ever since 2022 or 2023 when I first blew up and I made so much money, he was like, I feel uncomfortable if I don't have at least 100,000 in my bank account. And I'm like, the dude who's like bragging about he feels uncomfortable in not having at least 100,000 in his bank account is like dragging his feet or making it seem like there's a logistics problem to getting me paid my $300 to $400, and this is under the table anyway. So you're not even paying me. Like sometimes when people pay you for freelance work, they have to send it through their LLC bank account and stuff like that because it's a write-off. But I'm like, this is a under the table payment. So it's like, to my knowledge, I don't even think he was factoring. Like he wasn't even trying to pay me from his LLC. He would just Apple Pay it or Cash App it to me. You know what I mean? So that's the first instance where in my head, I should have known something was off. You know, that's on me for not realizing that, you know, this person is clearly trying to like hold his nuts over me, right? Or keep a power dynamic that always keeps him on top. Because mind you, as an editor, I never saw myself as just like somebody's editor. Because if you've ever watched my channel, if you've ever seen my editing, I feel like editing is its own form of art, just as, you know, the creator is. Like I see myself as Pharrell to a rap artist. I don't see myself as just another person editing. I add a certain personality. I'm so quick with how I edit. Like for instance, all those videos that you've seen that I've edited on this channel, almost all of them I've edited in 4 hours or less because I just found a way to edit quick for me, and I also add that flair and keep that quality onto it. So I've always seen myself as an equal. I never see myself, and anybody else that works with people, always see yourself as an equal. Do not let nobody make you feel like they're above you, because the moment you put them above you, you're gonna stay there. But yeah, this was like one of the first instances where it really started to like shine. But there was another instance that happened in this story that created more tension that led to me being taken advantage of / scam. So basically, like I said, me and Cloud were friends, right? And it was right after DreamCon. So this would be, I want to say July, right? Somewhere around July. Like I said, me and Cloud were friends. So he invited me to go on a vacation with him and some of his friends to Panama City Beach, Florida, right? And I accepted because, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I was really cool with Cloud. So I flew out, we went to PCB. And when we got there, one of Cloud's friends, these girls that he invited that I didn't know like that, one of them was extremely rude and nasty to me.
Bullshit. I knew he was gonna say that shit because I did watch Cloud9's video. Like I said, check out Cloud's video. I will react to it, but I don't really want to. I really just better and summarize it for you guys, so you guys can also watch it too if you want more in detail. But I will summarize it mostly for y'all. But basically, the reason why I say this is bullshit is because what's it called? One of the girls that were in there, she had just got a call from her family, and something had just happened within the family. So she was a little upset, you know, and everybody in there, everybody comforted her and everything like that, right? And instead of, you would think, dude would come, mind you, and this is where Cloud's work. Cloud said, you know, Alex. Alex was trying to get to his homegirl, but you know, when that happened, he's about to describe the way how he feels. So we're gonna let him describe the way he feels. But just know it's bullshit, because if he really if he cared about just basic human things, then he would just he would have just been like, oh, it's cool. I'll just talk to her another day. You knew she was going through something, bro. You're just being a weirdo.
Because I didn't want to pay for her groceries that she was trying to eat. I was like, nah, I got my own budget. Mind you, at the time, I only had like $300, $400. And even if I had more money, I'm not spending money on girls.
That's also bullshit, too. That's also bullshit. According to Cloud9, right? Everybody, as soon as he said, oh, yeah, I don't want to pay for my groceries, right? Everybody was cool with that. Everybody was cool. It was like, okay, cool. So I'm assuming they all just, still gathered their money up together and still bought him stuff with the money. So regardless, they didn't even need your money. I do this shit with my homies all the time. If let's say we go to Sky Zone, for example, and one of my homies can't get the Sky Zone membership that day, or they didn't have enough money to pay for it, I will pay for it. You can keep your money. I will pay for it. You pay me back another day. I don't really hold people accountable when it comes to paying me back. I don't care if you pay me back. I really don't, honestly. You could do it in any type of way. I don't care. Like I said, money is money. It doesn't matter. It's gonna go somewhere at the end of the day. But they still paid for this dude. They still paid for him. Mind you, nobody had an issue with him. This shit is crazy.
Girls that aren't mine. So I'm just not spending money on people and paying for people's things that I'm not gonna eat. Like I can see if I was gonna be eating the groceries, but like the girl was mad at me because I didn't pay for house groceries that were for her. But to make a long story short, the woman started being very rude and nasty to me. And it's like every time I would walk in the room, since I was the only person that didn't know any of them besides Cloud, the whole house would get awkward and quiet, right? And mind you, this same night I was gonna have to sleep on the couch, and I was like, bro, I'm not trying to sleep on the couch out in the open when there's this girl that all of a sudden just hates me, is walking around at night potentially just because I didn't want to pay for.
This is a lie. He had a room in the Airbnb according to Cloud. Everything I'm saying is all from Cloud. I will link Cloud's video and Alex's videos just in case you guys want to watch both. Just saying.
For groceries, like if you're getting mad at me because of that, there's something wrong up here. So I definitely don't want you to be able to just walk past me while I'm sleeping out in the open. So rightfully so, I kept voicing that problem because the way I look at it is, if I bring my friend that doesn't know any of my other friends or even family around somebody that's making them feel uncomfortable unjustly, I'm going to check them. I'm going to be like, yo, chill, you wrong. Like he didn't do nothing to you. Like chill out. You know what I mean? I can stand up for myself for sure. But whenever one person is shaping the whole energy of the house, it's like, why am I even here at that point? I don't know none of y'all. We're supposed to be on vacation having a good time, and you're making me feel like I'm a problem. That's not fair to me, especially when I want to do that to you. And eventually this turned into, me having to leave, and that created a lot of tension between me and Cloud because I had to leave. And I just
y'all want to know who paid for that plane ticket? Cloud9. Cloud paid for his plane ticket, mind you. According to Cloud's video, Alex came into his room saying, oh bro, I want to sleep in your closet. I don't want to sleep in my room. I'm unsafe. Mind you, he's unsafe from the girl who was crying because she got a call from family and she was hurt. So whatever happened between her and whatever happened in the family, it could have been somebody passed away, somebody could have got hurt. It could have been anything. It could have been anything, but it was a family emergency. So she was crying. She was upset. She stayed by herself. She had her room door closed and everything. But yet this dude still was scared. He was, quote unquote, he was scared. But that's not really what it was. And Cloud9 also said that that dude basically just came in there calling her a bitch, how her mood is just gloomy, all this crazy stuff, and it was just crazy, bro. I was just like, wow, the audacity of some people, bro. It's an evil world we live in, but I'm still living. And we all know that's for future. But yeah, it's just crazy, man. Let's get back into it.
Just really didn't appreciate, especially like him.
Oh, I forgot to mention one more detail. Cloud9, after Cloud9 did buy his plane ticket, Cloud9 did ask for him to send his money back since they were having a fallout, and he told Cloud9, nah, that's not gonna happen, and stopped talking to Cloud9, and that's when they fell out.
him as a friend not sticking up for me and like checking his friends or like, you know what I mean, setting the tone. But again, like I said, Cloud is so big on external validation. He cares about optics, the image, about making it seem like everything is okay even if everything isn't okay. So instead of, you know what I mean, protecting his friend and standing up for me, he rather chose like the external validation of not saying anything at all. You know, that just comes partially with not having a backbone, but also, like I said, whenever a person is driven by external validation, this is the type of things that they do. So
I already told y'all. Once it hits the 10-minute mark, I'm not gonna continue to watch this guy, and it's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna continue to watch him. He is slandering Cloud9. His name. It's not allegedly. He is. I advise you guys. Um, I just summarized half of it, but I would advise you guys to still go watch Cloud9 to get the full explanation from Cloud9's perspective. This guy, he's insulting Cloud9, so we can scroll down and actually see for ourselves. Um, not watching that. This age bad, like hell yeah, definitely that age bad. This age horribly. Not gonna lie, y'all should definitely see Cloud's version. Also, if this comment gets deleted, we know why, little bro. Funny how people could turn on someone without hearing the other side, putting the whole video out of context for views. Yeah, sorry as fuck for this. Cloud Files in 2026. That's crazy. That's crazy. And then we got some. I find it how literally each time I stop watching a YouTuber, they end up in drama. Let's see what this clown reacted by saying. It be like that. Please shut up. Please shut up, man. This dude Cloud9 gave you a whole job. He tried to help you out, and you said no. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just gonna upload the video. Like I said, guys, this is raw footage. The only editing that I do is thumbnails, and that's it. I'm gonna try my best to learn editing. Like I said, I am in college, and I'm in a network security major, so I do got a lot of work. I have a lot of work to do for class, so I still got to get back to that. I think this is my third video I just filmed, so I got two more videos. But I gotta go take a peek. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, great afternoon. At the end of the day, as y'all can see, time right here, 3:50. Yeah, we got another video to film. It's gonna be 4 o'clock. Then I'm gonna put my AirPods in and then go to bed. So yeah, y'all have a great rest of y'all day. I hope y'all chilling. Y'all boys and girls, y'all be safe. Yeah.